Stephen Noh, he does great stuff. Y'all can read, I think, almost all of his stuff on sportingnews.com without a paywall. And he wrote this great Giddey column the other day. And in case you hadn't read it, I just want to read the lead-in and then get y'all's thoughts on it. Okay. I want to read the lead-in because I appreciate good sports writing. It's why I always read Willie Gottlieb stuff. And it made me chuckle and roll the eyes out the back of my head at the same time as a Bulls fan. If you've been watching the Bulls for a while, you know the time is an endless circle when it comes to this team post-Michael Jordan. 7 seasons ago, Chicago was at a crossroads with a mediocre roster stuck in the middle. Big changes needed to be made. The Bulls kicked those changes off by trading the heart and soul of their team, Taj Gibson, to a Billy Donovan-led Thunder playoff team. In return, Chicago received Cameron Payne, a former lottery pick they dubbed the point guard of the future.
What?
They did. Remember that?
I do.
Cam Payne did not live up to those expectations. The trade instead issued in the bleakest rotating cast at the point guard position in the franchise's history. It's early, but there are plenty of parallels between the Payne and Josh Giddey trades. Both were flawed lottery point guards that Sam Presti, one of the shrewdest executives in the league, was willing to move off, and both struggled in their Chicago debuts. Giddey isn't quite the next Cam Payne, but he's getting there.
Oh, I can't put him in that category.
Our man Steph Noh just compared Josh Giddey to Cam Payne as a Bull campaign, and I need a timeout and a shower and a night-night.
I can't do that. Josh Giddey has shown me more than anything that what Cam has shown me during his tenure here. The only thing you think of when you think of Cam is riding a scooter. That's the first thing you think of. Is him
Scooter boy on media day.
That's it. That's all you think of. I hear his point. I get what he's saying, and his logic is sound. I can't put him there because watching Josh Giddey being called a point guard of a future makes more sense hearing that than hearing Cameron Payne being called a point guard of the future, because it's not just the Bulls who would be saying those kind of things about a guy like Josh Giddey. It's not like Josh Giddey isn't a guy that is around the league like oh my God, I don't know about this guy right here. No, I think he's pretty solid.
I wouldn't say he was as much of a afterthought, forgotten punchline of a joke the way that Cam Payne kind of arrived in Chicago when they made that trade.
Yeah.
But to a point, like somebody in the comments earlier was saying, like, what in the hell other NBA team would trade for Josh Giddey? Because somebody else in the comments said, can we just trade Josh Giddey? Can we get something for him? Like, just move on, wash our hands of him? And somebody responded by saying, nobody else in the NBA would trade for Josh Giddey right now. And I think that Sam Presti maybe knew that somebody out there could be convinced that Josh Giddey could be their team's point guard of the future.
Sure.
And AK was just all too eager to pick up that phone.
We all silly like the mayor.